the rusty Tequeely. Take the hook in your offhand and smash the barb down with a pair of flat-jawed pliers. Then grab the bead, small hole facing up, and thread it through the hook, point and then towards the eye. Start the bead and hook combo in your vise, and take wraps of lead wire. 20 should do it, depending on the size of your hook. You want enough weight to turn the hook over, making it ride point up. Then fold the little tag piece off the end. Start your thread right behind the lead wraps. This will also help push the lead up into the bead. Then once your start is secured, take wraps over the lead to secure it, and permanently push it against the bead. Then, grab your first plume of yellow marabou. Snip off the brittle tip, and then push all the bad fibers away from the tip and strip them off. Then measure a piece about 1 hook shank in length. Tie it right behind the lead, and wrap down to the bend, or just above the barb. Then go ahead, wrap up, but don't wrap over the lead, and then cut the excess marabou off. This will help create an even body. Now, grab 1 more plume of black marabou. Use the same procedure to prepare the feather, and tie it on top of the hook, on top of the yellow marabou, same length. But this time, tie it over the lead. This helps keep the body even. Now to finish off the tail, use 1 more plume of yellow marabou. Sandwich the piece of black marabou in between the 2 yellow plumes. Again, wrap over the whole body with the marabou to make a nice even body. Then cut the excess off. Bring your thread to about the back of the hook. Then strip off a little couple fuzzies, exposing the little cotton core of Estes chenille, and tie it in at the back of the fly. Then, cut 2 rubber legs off the hank. Fold one over the thread and tie it on the far side, about a bead's length above the tail. Then do another pair of rubber leg on the near side. Then go up to about in the middle of the hook shank, and tie in 1 more leg on the far side and another leg on the near side. So far, you should have 4 legs on each side. Then once those are secure, push them back and bring your thread to about a bead's length behind the bead. Then cut 2 more final rubber legs off the hank. Fold one over the thread, tie it on the near side, and then do the same to the far side to complete the legs. You should have used 3 legs on each side, and you should have 6 legs sticking out, since you folded it over the thread. Then bring your thread right in front of the bead, and push down anything that might be sticking out. Then grab the first 4 legs, and take a couple loose thread turns to lock them over the bead. Then do the same with the second section, and finally, the last 4. No need to really push down on the thread. This will just keep them out of the way when we're wrapping the chenille. Then take a couple wraps, pushing the fibers back as you go until you reach the first section of rubber legs. Unwrap the legs and push them back. Then continue the wraps of chenille above the legs. Then when you reach the next section, do the same. Unwrap them, push them back, and jump the chenille to above them. And then continue with the wraps. Make sure to fold the fibers back, making sure you don't trap any chenille in the process, as this will create a fuller body of the fly, and will help push more water. Then when you reach this final set, untie them, and do a couple more wraps in front of those legs. Get behind the bead, and then tie the chenille off with thread. Once the chenille is secured, you can go ahead and clip it off short. Then push all the fibers back, making sure you don't tie them in with thread. Then go ahead and do a whip finish. Now you can either add glue or do a second whip finish. I sometimes do a second whip finish to make the fly tying process a little faster. Cut any abnormal fibers that may be sticking out over the eye. Then pull the legs up over the body, making sure you get all of them and they're all sticking straight up with no curvature. Then, with your scissors, cut the legs about a body length, or the area of chenille in length. They should be sticking out each side about that length. If there are any that are a little longer or shorter, go ahead and cut them or trim them to size. And that's the fly.